Yo, yo, yo! What's up, home slices? How's it going? I can tell you right now, it's going pretty good on my end. Welcome to part 2 of the Fleet and Farm Cleaver, which part 1 didn't really seem to do as good as I thought it would. And turns out somewhere along the line too, I'm going to be doing another part of the bearded axe. That's not this video though. This video is the Fleet and Farm Cleaver, which, since Dad finally got the 2x72 up and running with the 3 horses instead of that, like, what, quarter, half horse thing I'm running right now, holy crap, moves material like it's nothing, just incredible. Like this bevel on here, it took me like, what, less than 10-15 minutes to do. Insane. Just insane. 2x72 belt grinder. I've been putting it off for a bit because it hasn't been, Dad hasn't got it working, and I didn't want to be out here in the shop for like, what, 2-3 days? So I didn't start another project because, yes, it is that easy to just come out here and look at something and be like, yeah, I want to start that project. It's a serious problem. So I stayed inside for a bit. But now we've got the handle set, or almost set up. And the bevel rough ground in, all hardened. That flick probably doesn't even tell you anything. But here, I got a nice looking file right here that's going to turn into a knife sooner or later. Okay, so you see this little plate right here? This is mild. That's how much it bites in. This is the hardened steel blade that is also made out of the limb lopper razorback. Maybe 1 or 2 other knives that I've shown. I don't know, but this is the corner of the file. Sharp file. You ready? It doesn't even let me get up. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. That's how strong that is. But when it means it's strong, it's also really, really brittle. Which I tempered it. I don't know if the temper was good. But I got a little heavy right in here and back in here a bit more. I need to get a better angle. Gosh dang it. Got a little heavy right in here, and then right in here a bit. The rest was beautiful straw color, which I don't know if that's good or not, but it's better than not being tempered, I guess. Better to be safe than sorry. Well, that'd be kind of stupid not to, really stupid not to temper a blade. Like, you have this hardenable chunk of steel, you don't want it, like, I don't know what I'm getting at here. Ooh. Mustache. Oh, I just made it worse. Well, if you're wondering, people, what I look like, that's what I look like with the fake mustache, I guess. God, that looks attractive. Wow. Dang. Nothing. No, don't look at that. No. Okay. Allergies. Got a cat here on my hat because the cat was wanting attention. Gosh dang it. It's not about me, but God, that mustache looks amazing. Nobody cares about your mustache. It's that button, isn't it? What do you know? It is that button. Okay. So I was grinding on it, right? Got all nice and ground and whatnot, and here, I'll meet you over at the 2x72. It would be a lot easier to explain. Okay, don't be confused or something, but this is another blade I was just doing for the fun of it. A lawnmower blade, actually. That's what that hole is. But, no, but The other one's still in the vise curing up, and I didn't really want to mess with that. So, what was happening was, when I was trying to make it flat, you know, up in here, getting all that nice and shiny on the 36 grit belt. What was happening was, I was going across, you know, like I do, on the Fleet Farm cleaver, and it felt like only the sides were getting, like, not the middle of the blade, just the two sides here were getting the attention of the belt. And so I'm looking at it, it's not warped or anything, but I almost want to say it has like a curve. Not like a curve down the spine, like a curve in here, like it wanted to curve cup or something. Like down the blade, it wanted to come up and curl. That's what it seemed like on the, like it cupped a bit, and then it kind of looked like it warped maybe, but you couldn't tell. Like no matter where you put it, you really couldn't tell if it warped or not. But the one thing that was warped was the handle. And I don't quench the handles. For a reason you don't quench your handles is that's where most of the impact is, like from the blade to here, and you're whacking on stuff. That's where the energy, trying to sound smart and sound like I know what I'm talking about, I guess. I could be completely wrong. But in my opinion, that's where most of the energy is like transferred from, right in there. And if that's like hardened or even not tempered, that can just snap your whole entire blade right in here and just ruin your beautiful masterpiece. So that's on the Fleet Farm cleaver. It's not hardened whatsoever. The tang. Then the tang warped. Like, it was the worst warp I've ever seen on a tang. Like, why is the tang warping? It's not the part that got dipped in the oil, and I just got really confused. I straightened her back out on the anvil. Come here. Straightened it back out on the anvil, and did some more fine tuning to it until I got the scales on. Get back. Okay, fine, whatever. You won't become a star. Yeah, how do you like them apples? Stupid cat. Which, the handle material is made out of a weird chunk of hardwood I found at Dad's work. I don't know, but it had cool grain in it, so I took it. And, ooh, I can actually show you what it looks like here. So this is a putty knife Dad had. And the scales fell off because it's a cheap putty knife. And, well, it turns out when your son likes to practice woodworking, he ends up taking off the scales and redoing it. Oops. But that's the hardwood. Linseed oil. Bull linseed oil. But it looks pretty dang good. So the grain is more of a lighter. And if anything, with your dirty hands, it just makes the grain stand out more and more prominent and noticeable, so it looks cooler. That's what the handle's going to look like when all said and done. And if it doesn't crack, split, warp, twist, bow, you name it. Which it shouldn't, because the epoxy is cured, I think. I don't know. Well, it's got a handling time of 30 minutes and cures like 8-12 hours, something like that. What was I talking about before? Oh yeah, when it started rocking. It was just weird. So even when it is unhardened, that steel, when it is unhardened, just the soft steel it is, when you put it in the forge, it kind of just takes the hardness out of it. And well, it's soft steel. You should be able to drill through it and do what you do. No. Like, I don't know what it is made out of, but with the razorback, the razorback, the limb lopper, and the Fleet Farm cleaver, All made out of that same, here, I actually got it right behind me. They're all made out of the same old, huge, circular saw blade thingy. See the teeth right in here. That's what they're all made out of. And I have no clue what it is, what type of steel that is, but it is awesome steel. I've made, a kitchen knife out of it. I made 2 other knives out of it that I didn't make a video out of. I made knives out of it. And it just, the steel performs amazingly. It doesn't warp from what I've seen when you put it in the vise. When you put it in the vise, though, it shouldn't warp anyways. But it's hard. When it's hard, it is hard steel. Like, it, even when it is unhardened out of the forge, it just, why do my eyes look so red? No, it's not the devil's lettuce. I've been out here since I got out of school, so that probably explains it. And it's like 8 o'clock right now. I get out at 3:05. Yeah. Takes a lot out of you. But when you're drilling through the steel, right? Sharp drill bit or not. Well, go in with a sharp drill bit. It'll go in for a little bit. And it'll start squeaking on you. Then you take your drill bit out and your drill bit will be dull. So you keep drilling. Then it makes just this hideous squealing noise. You put cutting oil on it thinking it'll help. Nothing helps. And it's just, you gotta drill your 3 holes for your tang. Did that, and then I remembered I gotta drill the other 8 holes so I can do the cutout of the blade itself there. So I can have the holes in it. And you can see the drill bit flex a bit when you put pressure on it, and I was kind of staying back hoping it didn't fling and puncture me somehow. Some gamble at a casino, some do it at the shop. I'm just saying. But the steel is hard, good steel. Once you get past the drilling, the grinding and whatnot, the final product is amazing. Like, the scales on my vise, I don't know what they are. I can only assume they're kind of hardened, I guess. But I decided to take a little whack at the corner with the Fleet and Farm cleaver. If you haven't caught on, Fleet and Farm is Farm and Fleet. No, I'm just kind of backwards there. No, it's not sponsoring this video. You should know that. But it didn't bounce off. It completely just put a nice dent inside of my scale. Nothing, absolutely nothing happened to the blade itself. It's not even sharpened yet, but it's got a nice little, 1/8 inch? Yeah, 1/8 inch bevel on it. Or not bevel, but material left there from the bevel grinding. Because what I like to do is, I like to unharden it, grind my bevels like, halfway there, 3/4 of the way there, then harden it, do what you gotta do. Just because it's it's not that, I haven't had anything go wrong with that method yet. And it seems easier. You're not standing there forever with this hardened piece of steel, because it's hardened, you're just gonna, oh, my phone's gonna die. But that steel, I don't like to work with it, but I do it for you. But the Fleet and Farm cleaver is going on amazing, and I hope you fellers have a wonderful day out there where you all live, in the boondocks or the city, wherever you are. Have a wonderful day, and I'll keep you updated on the Fleet and Farm cleaver if I get more than 3 or 4 views on it in 2 or 3 days. Thanks, and I'll see you.